Sziasztok! Óriási hírrel jelentkezem Párizsból.
Hello, I have great news for you from Paris. In 3 weeks, we have achieved what the Orbán government has not achieved in many years. It is symbolic that I am here in the capital of France, a few kilometers away from the Trianon Palace, to announce that we have reached an agreement with our partners in Ukraine on the use of language, education and cultural rights of our Hungarian compatriots in the Carpathian region. As the Hungarian government and I have repeatedly made clear, in this case we can open a new chapter in the relations between Hungary and Ukraine if Ukraine takes responsibility for the full arrangement of the Hungarian minorities' educational, language use, cultural and political rights in the Carpathian region. The Hungarian minority and its rights must also be reflected in the EU expectations against Ukraine. In recent weeks, Hungarian and Ukrainian experts, as well as the involvement of Hungarian organizations in the Carpathian region, have been conducting intensive professional meetings on the situation of the Hungarian minority. As a conclusion of the talks, Ukraine has made a wide-ranging and comprehensive commitment to improve the situation of the Hungarian minority. We have achieved very important results in the field of Hungarian language education. Ukraine has agreed to restore the system of national minority schools, not only in the educational process, but Hungarian will be freely used in all areas of school communication. Students of national schools can freely use Hungarian symbols in the future. At their celebrations, they can sing the Hungarian anthem, play the national anthem and place Hungarian language inscriptions in schools. School administration can be provided in Hungarian. Certificates can be issued in Hungarian. Hungarian young people can take their graduation and graduation exams in Hungarian in the future. Graduation exams can also be taken from the Hungarian language and literature. In the case of national schools, the compulsory curriculum taught in Ukraine can only be extended based on the prior agreement of the parents. The Ukrainian side has guaranteed that it will maintain national schools, even in the event of a lower number of students. Our agreement and the Ukrainian side's commitments are also spread to the field of language rights. In the villages where the Hungarian population is more than 10%, Hungarian national symbols will be freely used in the future. Hungarian language will be freely used during healthcare, sports events and scientific conferences. The language of political activity can also be Hungarian in these villages. A Hungarian language political campaign can be carried out. Voting papers will be available in Hungarian. Advertisements and information materials will also be available in Hungarian. In the future, people belonging to the Hungarian minority will have the right to freely promote their national traditions and customs. They will have the right to national celebrations. They will have the right to celebrate events related to history, national culture and religion in the Hungarian language. They will have the right to establish national, cultural and educational institutions. As I mentioned, in the past few weeks, the representatives of the Carpathian Hungarians have also joined in intensively. They know how much progress the Hungarian authorities are making. Hundreds of thousands of Hungarians are getting their basic rights back, and the hope that they can pass on to their children the culture and identity that they received from their parents and grandparents. Ukraine guarantees that it will raise the wide-ranging minority rights mentioned above to legal force in the coming period. At the same time, the European Union considers that the protection of minorities is an integral part of EU values. In response to the Hungarian request, it has recorded in the EU letter to Ukraine that Ukraine must bring the action plan in unison with the results of the Hungarian-Ukrainian negotiations. Furthermore, the European Union will continue to monitor the implementation of this action plan. The Hungarian government asks Ukraine to modify the Minority Action Plan as agreed. As soon as this happens, the Hungarian government promises that the EU will open the first joint negotiation cluster. With this, we can ensure that Ukraine will carry out all its commitments regarding the rights of the Hungarian minority in the course of the extension process. The Hungarian government's position is clear in relation to the Ukrainian joint process. Neither Ukraine nor any other country can use accelerated joint negotiations. According to the current model, Western Balkan countries must move forward in line with the same principles as Ukraine. How many years will it take for countries to complete the closure of the 33-member EU joint agreement is up to them. As we have already made it clear, if Ukraine is able to close the EU joint negotiations after 10 or 15 years, Hungary will hold a constitutional referendum on this issue. I would like to thank everyone here, all experts, all our confidants for their very, very intensive participation in our successful negotiations. All the best to all Hungarians from Paris.
Minden honfitársunknak az eredményes tárgyalásokban való nagyon-nagyon intenzív részvételt. Minden jót minden magyarnak innen Párizsból.